All right, everyone. So Rachel's out here being a boss today, and she's yelling at me and Caleb all day long that we're not moving fast enough. So.
What's this all? What are you doing here?
Chicken head. So, many people say many things here on YouTube. And now it's my turn to say things, right? So, okay, Caleb will show you what's up.
Somebody installed aftermarket cat assembly for the, it's 4-cylinder. And they use black RTV up there, which I've never seen black high temp
Actually,
RTV.
the instructions tell you not to use silicone-based material on flange gaskets, and that's excessive. So we use a little bit because we know it won't melt and get into the catalyst and contaminate the substrate.
And we use high temp.
That's not.
Black is definitely not high temp.
Yeah, so that's a no-no there. And then this would be an absolute no-no, even in my earliest days of doing exhaust work.
Some muffler mud around the flange, because I guess you can't get it to seal.
That's an absolute zero no-no here.
Which I don't understand. If they use as much silicone as they did up there, why didn't they use any back here?
Yeah, muffler mud is not the way to go.
Definitely not.
I mean, you could use a little bit of it, and here's a problem. The flange on the opposite side is probably decayed, or the gasket it came with is completely wrong. It shouldn't be a stepped gasket, it should just be a flat gasket. A lot of these aftermarket cheap converters, and that's exactly what they are, come with the wrong gaskets. I'm surprised this one fit as well as it did, but who am I to say? When I see that, I question.
I mean, you could tell it's not.
I question the install.
It doesn't really fit the way it was supposed to, because this is
But it's not
up,
bad.
and then you could see that flex pipe
Yeah, they didn't
shaped
make
wrong.
it, they just installed it.
Yeah,
but
well, yeah.
which concerns me is that the piles of goo on the flange, but that's the work that goes on. That's the work that goes on. It doesn't go on here. You won't even find muffler mud in this shop. I use it very sparsely if we ever had it.
The once in the, what, 2.5 years I've worked here, one time I've seen you use it was on your buddy's EGR tube because he specifically asked for it.
Okay, yeah. So sparsely here, muffler cement. In the old days, what muffler cement was for is when you were clamping exhaust systems together, you put it in there and then you clamp it and then you seal it, just like stovepipe. It's the same thing that you use for your stovepipe at home. They're all screwed together, but the expansion and contraction, it does get a little bit of seepage from there. And you put the cement on there, and then after a winter, cycling hot to cold, it would crack and come loose. That's when the cracking comes loose eventually. And then you would just recoat that pipe. That's kind of what muffler mud is for, not for patching giant holes or filling in inconsistencies and rusted out flanges. I mean, it's only for like the littlest things, and that muffler mud won't even work on today's technology, certain O2 sensors, because if it picks up the slightest exhaust leak, you're gonna get a PO20 98 or 99 post-catalyst too lean or something like that, or exhaust system too lean, because these sensors nowadays are measuring that between them for oxygen getting into the exhaust that's not necessarily the oxygen coming from the engine. So you can't even get away with that on a newer car closer to the manifold, but it was my day to talk shit.